Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zara and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video. I will be talking about my TBR, but first I want to give a couple of updates for the month of November. I can't believe it is almost November. It's crazy. I think by the time that I post this video, it will be November, which is insane to me. This year has gone so quickly. October has just gone crazy fast and I can't believe we're almost to the end of the year, which is madness. But the first update I wanted to give was that I recently hit 250 subscribers on YouTube. That is absolutely crazy to me. I can't believe that there are 250 of you who watch my videos and consume my content. That is just mind-blowing to me, genuinely. When I started this booktube channel, I created it to meet really great people, like-minded people who are passionate about books. And I've met so many of you online who really share that passion. And I love interacting with all of you on YouTube through the comments. Some of you have also messaged me on Bookstagram. And I really love the community and I've always felt really welcome. And I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every single one of you for playing a role in that. And that I hope you continue to stick around and that I hope you continue to chat to me about something that we all really love together. So that was the first thing that I wanted to say. The second thing that I wanted to say is that in the month of November, I will be traveling to the United States for pretty much most of the month and then also a little bit into December. I'm traveling both for work and for personal. I'm going to see my business partner and spend some time with our US team, which I'm really looking forward to. But it does mean that my filming schedule is going to be a little bit irregular. My reading schedule is also going to be a little bit irregular because I was looking at my calendar last night of all the stuff that I have going on already, and it's going to be a busy time. So essentially, I am going to be filming videos in advance of my trip just to kind of help keep things ticking along. But fair advance warning that I might not necessarily be posting as actively in the month of November because I'm going to be traveling quite a lot. But I'm excited. I really can't wait to go to the US. I'm going to New York and San Francisco, and then I might also be going to LA. But I will be seeing some of my booktube friends in New York, which I cannot wait. Well, then I think none of them actually have booktube now that I think about it, but they all have bookstagrams. I'm planning to do a vlog with them. So watch this space for that video when I eventually get out there. But yeah, I'm really excited to travel to the US in November. And then as an extension of that, it's also my birthday in November. My birthday is the 16th of November. And also because of that, I'm generally not a big birthday celebration type person. I actually really don't like birthdays. I don't really understand why people celebrate it. But because I'm going to the US and because I'm going to be with friends, it's, that's another reason why I might not necessarily be posting as actively. So those are a couple of updates that I wanted to give just so that you guys have a little bit of a lay of the land of kind of what's going on and why you might not see me post as often. But I will try and keep to a regular filming schedule as much as I possibly can. With that in mind, let's move into what I'm planning to take with me. I will have the first week of November also in the UK, so I will be reading in the UK. But I've got a couple of different options. The first book I've got is A Movable Feast by Ernest Hemingway. I've really started to get into more kind of classical authors because I really love reading about the human experience. I think if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you will see a common theme. I like reading books about people just trying to get through their life and just trying to get through the next day. And Hemingway is an author that I've heard does a really good job of that. I've not actually read any Hemingway, which genuinely is pretty shocking at this point in time. But I've got A Movable Feast. Somebody recommended it on Alan's server and I had a quick look and I was like, this is a book that sounds like I would love it. So A Movable Feast by Ernest Hemingway. It's also super short, so I reckon I can read it pretty quickly. The second book is actually a book that I started reading in the month of October, but then I hit a bit of a slump and so I decided to pause reading it. I didn't hit the slump because of the book. It's just because I'd read a lot of dark books and I read a lot of books in quick succession. Probably more than I have any other month this year, which is crazy to me. But that book is Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. I read the first 50 pages and then I just stopped. Again, not because of the book, but because of the mood that I was in. So I really want to finish that because I loved where I was up to and then I just stopped reading because of life. Steinbeck, I mentioned before, is a favorite author of mine. I want to read more of his stuff. I actually bought another book of his recently, which I will update in a haul video at some point soon. But Cannery Row is, you know, I've heard kind of one of his best works. It's also super short, so I reckon I can get through it pretty quickly. The next book that I'm very likely going to take with me is Small Gods by Terry Pratchett. I need to read more Terry Pratchett. I don't have Men at Arms right now. My brother has it, so I was actually planning to maybe buy a second copy. I'm trying to curtail my book spending habits specifically because I buy way too many books and I need to actually get through the books that I have. So I thought, you know what, I've got Small Gods. It's a standalone, no pressure. It's about like, I know it's got like undertones of like religion, which is something that I'm super interested in. So Small Gods by Terry Pratchett is very likely going to come with me. The next one is Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. Cormac McCarthy is up there as a favorite author of mine. I think I need to read more of his stuff before I can really classify him as a favorite author. But what I've read of his so far, I've really enjoyed. Blood Meridian, I know, is supposed to be really dark, really full of dread and hopelessness. I like dark books, so I really want to read it. And a lot of people whose opinions I rate have read it. I feel like at this point, I just need to get it done. The next one is actually a buddy read with Angela and Justin, Sharp's Tiger by Bernard Cornwell. I actually totally forgot that I had this buddy read, and then Angela reminded me, and I was like, crap, I need to remember to take that with me. So we will be reading that together, which I'm really excited for. I've said this before, I need to read more Bernard Cornwell, and I'm excited to read one of his kind of most famous series. And I know that series is super long, so I'm excited to get started. And then the last one is a book that I was actually supposed to read in the month of October, but I didn't get to it. And it was also supposed to be a buddy read, but my friend went ahead and read it. And I felt really bad because I was really excited to read it with him, but I just wasn't in the mood for a kind of crime detective thriller novel. And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. So it is a very short book. I can definitely probably get through a couple of these books on my flight alone to the US and on my flight back. So, so I will very likely take that with me too. The other one, and I'm still debating whether I'm going to take this one, that is The Duchess Deal by Tessa Dare. Whenever I travel, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I feel like even though I'm traveling for work, having something that's maybe a little bit more lighthearted is always a good idea because, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like it gives you like a sense of security in a really odd way. So I'm probably going to take that. It's a historical romance, and I've said before that occasionally I like to dabble in historical romance because it can be quite fun. So I'm going to pick that up as well and see if I'm in the mood for it at the time. So I'm taking quite a few books with me. I'm not sure if I will necessarily take every single one of these books, but this is what I'm planning so far. I'm pretty much just going to decide the night before though, because I also don't want to take too many books because I am without a doubt going to buy books in the US. And so, I have to be careful as well because I don't want my baggage to be too heavy and stuff like that. So we'll see. These are the books on my list. I might not necessarily take all of these books, but I will take a subset of these books at least. I'm excited. I'm excited to experience bookshops in the US. It's been a while. I mean, the last time I came to the US was just before COVID. I was in New York City. It's going to be good to be back there. So I'm excited. Anyway, I'm going to stop there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you're planning to read in the month of November. And if you've read any of these books that I've mentioned, you guys know that I love hearing your opinions, and I always like to kind of get a sense of what to expect when I go into a new book that I haven't read before. We'll take it down to the comments. Thanks again for all of your support. I really do appreciate it, and I cannot say enough how heartwarming it feels when you guys interact with me and engage with me and we have a conversation about something that we love so much. So before I get way into that, let's leave it there. Take care, stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.